Welcome to Marriott MBA Today. I'm Elizabeth Hilton, and in the studio today we have the new Marriott School of Management Dean, Lee Perry, with us, who replaced the previous Dean, Dean Cornea, just 3 months ago. Welcome to the studio. Thanks for being here.
It's really nice to be here, Liz. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, well, we're glad you could make it. And why don't you just start by telling us a little about yourself so we can get to know you?
Well, I grew up all over, mostly in Sacramento, California, New York City, and Boston areas. I went to graduate school. I went to undergraduate at BYU and got a master's at BYU.
An alum twice over.
So alum twice over.
Great.
And doubly loyal. And then I went to Yale and received my PhD in administrative sciences from Yale.
Okay, great. Well, it sounds like you've got a great background. Something that our viewers might not know about your background actually is Dean Perry. This isn't his first time in the dean's office. He actually served here for several years with the previous dean, Ned Hill, as an associate dean. So, Dean Perry, what's it like coming back, but this time as the dean, not an associate dean?
Well, Gary Cornea, the previous dean, gave me a year in the dean's office to kind of refresh my memory. I did serve with Dean Hill for 7 years and loved that. I think there's nothing like being the dean. I think as an associate dean you get a little spoiled and the pressure isn't quite as great and you're not the person in charge, and so it is a little different in terms of the intensity.
Great, but tell me some of your goals for this time around.
Well, I have a number of initiatives, and let me just share a couple. I have what we're calling the Dallas Placement Initiative, where we're trying to drill down with placement into a specific geographical area. We're going to start with Dallas because it has a lot of the right demographics for a place where we want to send our students, but also because we have 3 very strong chapters of the BYU Management Society there, and I think 13 National Advisory Council members are in Dallas.
Wow, that makes a difference having the Advisory Council and the Management Society, and
Yes.
I've actually participated in both, and they're great connections.
They're fabulous,
to have.
and really they are our linkages and our on-the-ground networks, and so we think we've got a powerful position in Dallas, and it's a great corporate city too, and so we're gonna just move forward, and then we'll learn and go to other places. Another initiative which you probably know a lot about because you're experienced with Cougar Capital,
Yeah.
but it's what we're calling our Learn, Do, Become course initiative. And we're trying to do more immersive kinds of classroom experiences. I think what's going to happen and what we learned from Cougar Capital is that multi-semester course experiences are quite powerful in terms of becoming a professional.
So taking a course in the fall and then the same course again in the winter.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
And with Cougar Capital, it's even a 3-semester sequence because there's a course that they take in the MBA program,
prerequisite.
the prerequisite
Yeah.
course that helps prepare them.
Yeah, I've taken both of those, and they're great courses, and I know a lot of people come back to the MBA program just because they offer those courses.
Yeah.
So
we want more of those courses because we believe that a distinctive school of management is going to be one that has more immersive profession building experiences.
Yeah, so I guess leveraging the networks that we have and getting greater connections for our students, and then the Learn, Do, Become model.
Absolutely.
I think those are great initiatives, and I think they'll bring the Marriott School a long way. But I've heard you talk a lot about making a difference. So why don't you tell me a little bit about that, and then maybe an example of what that really means to our faculty and student and alumni.
This concept of making a difference comes from a notion in economics called adding value. And I like to visualize this with 2 pictures. One is a picture without you, and one is a picture with you. And if you do a comparison between those 2 pictures, you recognize that the difference that's made is the difference between those 2 pictures. It's the value you add. And so we're looking for situations where people add more and more value to the Marriott School.
Have you seen any situations like that then? Or?
The NAC clearly has done a wonderful job in terms of making a difference.
So that's
They've
the
built our
National
buildings.
Advisory
The
Council.
National Advisory
Okay, yeah.
Council has done a wonderful job in terms of making a difference. If a company comes and recruits our students, they make a difference because we develop a partnership with them. If we have if somebody prepares our students better for that company, to those recruiters that come, it makes a difference for us. All those things add up additively and make a huge difference for the school. And we just want to brand our students around being difference makers.
Yeah.
I often use the expression, Sometimes the leader, other times a contributor, always a difference maker.
That's great. I really like that. I'll have to write that down. So then I guess just one last question before we close. You're in the dean's office for 3, 4, maybe 5 years?
5 years.
5-year term. Okay, great. So what do you see happening? Where is the Marriott School in 5 years from now?
Well, I think our key differentiator is our students. And as we go along in time, our students get better and better, and our faculty also get better and better. It's a wonderful time to be part of the Marriott School. So I don't know exactly the path that will be taken in the future, but I do know we're going to get better both in terms of our students and our faculty. Just one illustration of when I went to the dean's office the first time, we had to go out to different areas to encourage recruiters to come to BYU campus. Yeah. Now when I meet with recruiters, they want to come here and they're begging for more and more students.
Wow.
That's the kind of difference that's going to happen during our term in the dean's office. The same thing will get escalated and we'll be better.
It's so excited to see the MBA, BYU, undergraduate, all of the majors, that brand just getting solidified and seeing our students go out and make a difference.
It'll help if we brand ourselves as difference makers, and again, we can have everybody prepare and everybody receive that notion, and it'll make us a much stronger School of Management.
Well, I couldn't agree more. Hey, thanks so much for being here, and thank you for watching Marriott MBA Today.